Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Pokemon show. This is a show where we talk about Pokemon. This is a Pokemon Go show, obviously. And as such, the main subject of this show should and always will be Pokemon. However, this being my show and this being kind of an alternative to vlogging on my part, which is how I started my channel back in early 2018, I can do whatever I want with it, and therefore I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. And that is the approach that I'm going to have for this episode. So, alright, so every once in a while you'll get these episodes that have almost nothing to do with Pokemon, but rather I'll just talk about the specific topics that I want to discuss. And what is with all these whoopers? Is it a whooper community day or something? What is going on here? Hold on, I gotta check the news. Anyways, nothing here on the news about this. The main point I wanted to touch on is... oh, hold on. Event, Little Whooper Watch. Okay, so for over the next 9 hours, we're going to have more whoopers, increased incense effectiveness. Okay, twice the Stardust for catching. Team Go Rocket balloons appearing more often. That's okay. And Team Go Rocket appearing more often in Pokestops. And Shadow Pokemon can forget the charge attack frustration with a what? It doesn't say. Anyways. So I guess Whoopers are now appearing more frequently in the wild. Nothing too exciting. I don't think Whoopers Shiny has been added to the game yet. At least I don't think it has, but I'll just keep catching some Whoopers. Maybe we'll find a Shiny, who knows. Anyways, so here's the thing. Every once in a while I feel like I gotta talk about something other than Pokemon on this Pokemon centric show. Because the name of the channel is 50 Shades of Geek. As in, there are multiple sides of being a geek. It's not just Pokemon or just, I don't know, Star Wars or just Marvel. There's multiple layers to who I am as a person and as a geek and as a fan of geek culture. And as such, I'm not going to focus on only one of those things. Therefore, I'm going to discuss various different things on my channel, and especially on my flagship show, which is this one, the daily show that I do mostly every day. Why can't I? That's weird. Anyways, my point being, last night I should say, something major happened. Something pretty big happened on the Disney side of things, of the world. Disney had their big, whatchamacallit, the investors meeting, I think that's what they called it, the investors show, where they kind of, had to show off to their investors, obviously, everything they've got coming up for the next couple of years. Sort of a way to show the investors why they need to keep investing money in Disney and why they need to keep Disney alive or profitable, I would say, because Disney will always be alive as long as we live. Anyways, so basically they had like a mini Comic-Con or mini D23, and they dropped a boatload of announcements of stuff for their investors to see, but also for some of them were for the fans to see, because it was all live on YouTube, or I don't know, live somewhere, I don't know. I think I watched it on YouTube, but it was a couple of hours long. It was like 4 or 5 hours, I think. I can't even remember. But they just showed off so many different things, so many new shows and TV shows and projects that they're working on for Disney Plus mostly, but also on the theatrical side, on the television side. Hold on, I gotta get away from the wind here because it's getting annoying. Let me just get behind that building over there. Out the wind. But yeah, they crushed it. They absolutely crushed it last night. They announced so many things last night. They announced they're having a Mighty Ducks show. They're having a Turner and Hooch show with Josh Peck from Drake and Josh. Like, what has he been doing ever since the Ice Age movies were finished? Speaking of the Ice Age movies, there's going to be an Ice Age spin-off show about the character of Buck. The weasel, the one-eyed weasel that kind of is like sort of like an Indiana Jones of the Ice Age franchise. It was great. I mean, I like those Ice Age movies, but yeah. Also, the Ice Age movies are part of Fox, which are now part of Disney because Disney bought Fox specifically for their library of content. Plus, also, they, in order for them to do stuff with the Fox properties, the Fox IPs, like Ice Age and like Aliens. The Aliens franchise is actually coming back. It's actually coming back in television form. There's going to be an Aliens TV show. I think it might be on Disney Plus, might be on Hulu, might be on FX, which is also, I believe, part of Disney right now. Yeah, there's going to be an Aliens show from the franchise Aliens, and it's going to be the first Aliens story to take place on Earth. Whoop. Yeah, just as I figured. Okay, listen. Here's the deal. Okay, because of everything that happened last night, I had to be in front of my my camera the entire time, and I had to have my microphone on, and therefore I couldn't really charge up the camera too much. Suppose I should have thought ahead and had the camera charging all through the night, because I did kind of leave the computer on to kind of upload yesterday's episode of the show. But yeah, hindsight is always 2020, and 2020 has actually been the most friendliest of years up until yesterday, up until last night, where we got all these great and amazing announcements from Disney. All right. Now, since I've already started the show, I don't want to actually finish it right now, just because I lost the battery and the camera. Should probably do a better job charging it next time, but I'm going to finish out the rest of the show on my phone. We've already been recording for 7 minutes. I'm going to try to aim for 20 minutes, maybe 25 at the longest. But yeah, let's see if I can just talk about all these new and exciting Disney projects we've got to talk about. First of all, like I said, I already talked about the Turner and Hooch stuff, the Ice Age spin-off series. There's so many series going on in Disney Plus right now. I wish I had Disney Plus, because if I had Disney Plus with me, I probably would never leave it, because of all the stuff they announced. They announced like 10 Marvel shows, 10 Star Wars shows, 15 Pixar shows. Like, what the hell? They're not even gonna give people enough time to breathe with all this content that they've got going on there. Oops, my bad. I was surprised by the traffic light, but yeah. So Aliens TV show. Not really the biggest fan of the Aliens movies. I watched the first one. Didn't really make me want to go back and keep watching it, but maybe I will, especially now that they've got all this stuff planned out. And I've just noticed that whenever I catch a whooper, it automatically gives me the details of the previous Pokemon that I caught. Hold on. Let's go for recent here for a second. There, see? That's weird. I mean, it's clearly a Wooper, but I'm seeing all the stuff for a Jigglypuff, as if I caught a Jigglypuff. It's weird. Okay, the game is clearly losing it. Guess those Woopers are kind of interfering. What a bad day for the game to start losing it, but there's no time. We gotta keep talking about all this Disney stuff. And by the way, I am going to the big park, which is where I feel like going there right now, in the spirit of celebrating all these new announcements by Disney. Okay, so we've talked about the Alien TV show. They've got so many other stuff, but let's move on to the meat of it. Let's talk about the stuff that I'm really excited about, the stuff that really speaks to me. All of their Disney stuff. First of all, they announced a new Disney animated movie that is coming soon. It's going to be based in Africa, and it's going to be like this Afrofuturism stuff. From the poster, it kind of looked like Romeo and Juliet based in futuristic Africa. At least that's what I got from the trailer. It was can't remember the name of it. It was Iwaju, something like that. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it, because I only heard it last night, and apparently it was from these African comic book writers who kind of wrote their own sort of story, and Disney was interested in it, and they asked permission to buy it and bring it to the big screen, which apparently is what's happening. I don't know if it's going to be big screen or if it's going to go straight to Disney Plus, but it looks great. It looks amazing. It looks like like I said, it's a mixture of Romeo and Juliet based in Wakanda, something crazy like that. What else? Oh wow, my brain is just going all over the place. First of all, they announced they're making a brand new Moana series, a brand new series of Zootopia shorts, which I'm very excited about. They're going to have these these sort of shorts taking place in the universe of Zootopia, the movie that came out in 2016. So yeah, it's gonna have like sort of TV shows based inside Zootopia stuff. It's gonna be the real mousewives of Rodinia, something like that. So you think you can so you think you can dance, but with like a tiger pun. And the third one, which is the one I'm most excited about, I can't remember the name of it, but it features one of my favorite characters from the Zootopia movie, Dash, no, or Flash, 100-yard dash. You know, the sloth. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. What else did they announce? Oh wow, I gotta get through these before I completely forget why I came out. So I'm gonna skip some of the Disney stuff that I can't remember at the moment, because they've got some amazing stuff on the Pixar side. Apparently they're going back to the Cars universe, which, to be fair, not their best franchise, but I'm one of the few people on the planet that actually likes and appreciates the Cars franchise. And yeah, they're going to have a series of shorts of Lightning McQueen and Mater traveling the world together, which I'm very excited about. I love the Cars world. I love how they integrated all the stuff from our world into the Cars universe. That seems very exciting to me. Hold on. So yeah, can't wait for that. They've also announced a series of shorts by from the Up universe. I gotta be honest, I'm not really the biggest fan of the movie Up. It wasn't really my cup of tea. I mean, the beginning, as anyone would tell you, the beginning crushed me and destroyed me, and it was some of the most incredible stuff you'll ever get to see in an animated movie. But after that, I think the entire story of the movie fell apart for me, and it just wasn't really as interested in the rest of the movie as I was in the opening 10 minutes. But they're making a series of shorts about the dog from the Up universe. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of Up, I really enjoyed the sort of sizzle that they showed, the trailer. They showed part of one of the shorts that they're going to have, and it's going to have Doug, the talking dog, interacting with some puppies, and it was a lot of fun. And you know me, I love dogs, so I can't really be too mad about this. What else? They've announced a new movie that I wasn't quite sure how it was going to be at first. I think it was a new movie by the director of Bao, the Pixar short that came out in front of The Incredibles 2, I think. Bao, the short film. I loved that short film, by the way. I loved it. I mean, it had me bawling in tears in a movie theater full of little kids, and the movie itself hasn't even started yet. But yeah, Bao was incredible, and now she's getting her own movie called Turning Red, which is a movie I was kind of okay Disney, where are you going with this? Okay, all right Pixar, where's the direction here? Because the movie's called Turning Red, and it's about a 13-year-old girl, a 13-year-old high school girl that's kind of going through changes in her life. And, you know, I was what was going through my mind when I heard that, I was like, okay Pixar, because we all know, first of all, we all know that Pixar is not afraid to talk about adult issues in their movies, all right? It always frustrates me when people say that Pixar movies are for kids. Pixar movies aren't made for kids. They are made for adults that kids can enjoy. They're kid-friendly movies. They're not kid movies. So when I heard, when they started to talk about, first of all, Pete Docter, who's currently, I believe he's the CEO of Pixar after John Lasseter, well, had to leave for obvious reasons. But yeah, he was kind of explaining about the movie and what this movie is going to have in it. And it was like, okay Pixar, where are you going with this? A movie about a 13-year-old high school girl going through some changes in her life, you know? The movie's called Turning Red. I mean, what are you giving me here? Where's the direction? And then he just straight up lays it on the table. He's like, every time she gets excited, she turns into a giant red koala. Red panda. I was like, okay, sure, why not? Give it to me. I mean, that's not what I thought you were going with it at all, but okay, I'm fine with it. Yeah, 13-year-old girl that every time she gets too excited, she turns into a giant koala. Sorry, a panda. Why am I saying koala? Maybe you did say koala, and I'm just misreading it. But yeah, it looks great. Kind of like the Incredible Hulk mixed with Accidental Monster, if you've ever seen that show. But yeah, it looks pretty great. And then they talked about something that really blew my mind. He said, okay, next I believe it's going to be another theatrical movie, theatrically released movie. They're making a, he specifically pointed it out. He said, we're making a science fiction movie unlike anything you've ever seen before. And I'm like, okay, this sounds interesting. I don't think that's a realm that Pixar hasn't actually delved into too much. I mean, the most I can recall Pixar going straight into the science fiction realm was WALL-E, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, so where are you going with this? And he shows the logo screen. It kind of looks like a ship from Star Wars going through hyperspace, and then the actual title of the movie shows up, and it's Lightyear, the movie. They're making a movie about Buzz freaking Lightyear, and it's not going to be the Buzz Lightyear that we're familiar with, because it's not the Buzz Lightyear from the Toy Story franchise, but rather it's the original Buzz Lightyear that inspired the toy line in the Toy Story universe. They're going super meta on this. They're actually making a movie about the real Buzz Lightyear as opposed to the toy version of Buzz Lightyear. And they showed like a still image, which looks incredible. First of all, it looks like Buzz Lightyear, but he looks very human-like. And I don't mean that in a bad way, just it looks like, because you know sometimes when they make toys based on real-life people, they sometimes don't really get the facial features quite right. It looks exactly like that, but in the reverse. It looks like they kind of took the facial features of the Buzz Lightyear toy line and tried to make it into a human. And it looks incredible. And he's wearing this helmet from the space helmet from 2001: A Space Odyssey, which just it looks incredible. And guess who's voicing this new version of Buzz Lightyear? Not Tim Allen, Chris freaking Evans! Captain America is the new Buzz Lightyear. Oh, wow. And then obviously they used that announcement of Chris Evans as the new Buzz Lightyear to kind of slightly transition into the Marvel stuff. The doctor's like, okay, but don't tell Kevin Feige that we took Chris Evans from him. And then immediately transitions into the Marvel logo, and it was just then Kevin Feige obviously showed up and he talked about Marvel stuff. I'll save the Marvel stuff for the end because I gotta talk about the Star Wars stuff. I didn't even talk about the Star Wars stuff. First of all, it was an entire Lucasfilm presentation. They didn't focus entirely on Star Wars, but Star Wars was like 90 to 85% of their focus with this presentation. I think I finally made it to the park, and not a minute too soon. Okay, let's just quickly talk about the Star Wars and Marvel stuff, and hopefully I can finish this in under 30 minutes. But yeah, so okay, let's talk about the Star Wars stuff. First of all, I mentioned earlier they're making like 10 new Star Wars shows. Now, they didn't actually talk about all the shows, but obviously they had to start with the biggest thing that they've got going on for them right now, The Mandalorian. They talked about The Mandalorian. Didn't really seem too exciting because, you know, it's The Mandalorian. I mean, it's on its second season now. We're going to see the season finale in about a week or two. So yeah, it wasn't really too exciting. They did show a trailer for season 2 of The Mandalorian, and it had mostly stuff that you've already seen from the episodes that had come out. They were very specific not to show us a single frame of anything we haven't seen yet. I thought that was pretty clever, but they kind of caught the trailer as if that was the first trailer of The Mandalorian season 2 that we were ever going to see. Which, I mean, it looked great. It looked incredible, and it showed us all the stuff that we were excited to see, as if we were seeing it for the first time. I thought that was very well handled. It was a very well cut trailer, and as an editor myself I can attest to that, but still, you know, it was all stuff we've seen before, so why do we need to see it again? Then they talked a little bit about their stagecraft technology, which looks incredible. But this is just an indication of the kind of world we live in right now, that they're having that Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy is having a huge Lucasfilm presentation. They're talking a lot about Star Wars, and The Mandalorian is somehow the least exciting thing that they actually talked about, because it was all stuff you've already seen. They later went on to talk about 2 new shows that they've got that Favreau and Filoni are developing. They're developing a show called Rangers of the New Republic, which apparently, from what I've been able to pick up on that, it's going to take place after the Rise of Skywalker, I think. So yeah, that seemed pretty exciting. Okay, I mean, it was like, okay, a show about the New Republic and kind of how the universe is adjusting itself after the events of the Rise of Skywalker. And then they went straight into the meat and bones of the whole thing. Ahsoka Tano is getting her own live-action TV show on Disney Plus, which is just, I'm super excited for that. And obviously Dave Filoni is going to spearhead that show, and he's going to because it's his character, it's his baby. Obviously, of course, Dave Filoni is going to be in charge of that show. He's not going to let anyone touch his character. That came out weird, but never mind. So yeah, on Ahsoka Tano show, they went on to talk about the Cassian Andor show, which is really, you know, it's a show that I've kind of been excited for, but not super excited for, if you know what I mean. It's not like the character from Rogue One that I wanted to see more about. I mean, there's a lot of information about him in the novelization of Rogue One, and there's a lot about his character in some of the comics that came out about him, but yeah, like I said, nothing too exciting. But they did show some stuff from the new show that they're developing, which is going to be named Endor, with an A, not with an E, because I actually spelled it wrong yesterday, my bad. But yeah, they showed some stuff from the Cassian Andor show, and it looks pretty good. It looks really good. It looks exciting. And then we went on to talk about the Obi-Wan show. Obviously, we're getting an Obi-Wan show. We've known that for a while now. Deborah Chow, who directed arguably one of the best episodes of The Mandalorian. She's going to direct the entire. She's going to show run the entire Obi-Wan series. Let me just, since there are no Pokemon at the moment, let me just quickly send some gifts to friends. But yeah, so Deborah Chow was making an Obi-Wan series, and the big announcement they had to say on that front is that Hayden Christensen is coming back as Darth Vader, which is incredible because he played Anakin Skywalker in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, and technically sort of the end of Return of the Jedi. But yeah, Hayden Christensen is back. I don't know if he's going to be in the Darth Vader costume, the Darth Vader suit, or if he's just going to be there in flashback form. But yeah, Hayden Christensen is back as Darth Vader. Now, I don't think they've actually mentioned that they're going to meet again for the first time since Mustafar. I don't think they've actually went that far. They did say they talked about the most legendary rematch of all time. Now that could be a reference to their rematch in A New Hope. Maybe that's what they were going for. I didn't really get the sense that they were talking about Obi-Wan and Anakin meeting each other again for the first time since Mustafar, prior to A New Hope. They did say it was going to take place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So that's 9 years before A New Hope, and I guess 8 or 9 years before Obi-Wan's rematch with Darth Maul. Sorry, Maul, not Darth Maul. Where he finally killed Maul for the last time. But yeah, that's it for the Obi-Wan stuff. What else? They announced a brand new show taking place in the High Republic era called Star Wars Acolyte, which is going to be like the High Republic era, but it's going to be viewed from the point of view of a Sith Lord, or maybe a Sith Acolyte. I don't know. It seems very exciting. It's going to be the first time, I believe, that the Star Wars movies are going in that particular direction, showing us the way the universe, the Star Wars galaxy looks like from the point of view of a Sith, which is great. I mean, technically, you could argue that they did that with Anakin, but it's not really the same thing. But yeah, hold on. So yeah, Sith. So yeah, Acolyte. That was exciting. I think they announced a couple more stuff. Star Wars Visions or something. It was like a series of Star Wars stories done in anime form, which I'm not really the biggest anime fan, but the artwork that they showed off seemed pretty interesting. What else? There was something. Oh yeah, movies. They actually announced 2 new movies coming out from Star Wars. So yeah, only 2 movies in the next 5 years, and a buttload of TV shows. I'm not complaining, but we got Patty Jenkins, the director of the first 2 Wonder Woman movies, Academy Award winning director, by the way, directing a movie about rogue squadrons. I think actually that's the one that they talked about was going to be after the Rise of Skywalker. I think. I don't know. I think I might be getting my movies mixed up. But yeah, Rogue Squadrons. They showed a trailer which I don't really remember too much from. To be honest, I'm not gonna say if it was good or bad. I'm just gonna say that be honest and say I don't remember a lot of the stuff from that trailer. So maybe I just need to watch that trailer again. But yeah, Patty Jenkins, director of Wonder Woman 1 and Wonder Woman 1984. She's directing a Star Wars movie. Taika Waititi, director of Thor Ragnarok, as well as the upcoming Thor Love and Thunder. He also directed Jojo Rabbit last year. Again, another Academy Award winning director, or at the very least Academy Award nominated director. He's directing a brand new Star Wars movie, which they didn't actually give out a title for, but that's really all you need. It's Taika Waititi, one of the best directors in the business today, making a Star Wars movie. How could you not get excited about that? He also showed this very exciting looking font, which kind of was reminiscent of the Star Wars comics from back in the day. It kind of had that look and feel to it. That's at least what I got from it. But I mean, like I said, it's Taika Waititi. I mean, get excited about it, damn it. Anyways, I think that's all I can remember from the Star Wars stuff. They also announced a lot of other just straight up Lucasfilm stuff. A brand new Willow. I don't know if it was going to be a new Willow movie or new Willow series, but we're going to, I believe, be involved with some of the people who worked on Game of Thrones or something like that. I think that's what I remember. They also talked obviously about Indiana Jones 4 and whether or not that movie is still coming out. Apparently it's still coming out in theaters. There's also going to be a brand new movie, The Children of Blood and Bone, or something like that, which is based on a book that I believe a bestsellers novel that Lucasfilm purchased the rights to a couple of years ago. I remember they were talking about it. What else? I think that's it for the Lucasfilm stuff, I think. So let's move on to some of the Marvel stuff, which the Marvel stuff easily got the biggest pop of the entire event, because obviously it's Marvel and Kevin Feige knows how to do this stuff. You know, Kevin Feige is a pro. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be running Disney in a few years, but for right now he's still running Marvel, and he announced so many new stuff. So many stuff to talk about. I don't even think I can talk about all of it, because there was just so much to talk about. I don't think I can condense it all into however many long. Yeah, we've already gone over 30 minutes. It's okay. I don't mind going overboard with this episode, because there's so much stuff to talk about. So yeah, first of all, Kevin Feige is there. He's talking about all the upcoming projects that he's got going on, and he talked about the upcoming She-Hulk show, which apparently is going to feature Emil Blonsky, the Abomination, played by Tim Roth. He's coming back from the Incredible Hulk movie from 2008. I loved that movie, and I really loved the Abomination character in that movie. I've always hoped that they bring that character back, and they are, which is great, and it's very exciting to me. They talked a lot about the upcoming Moon Knight series, which not really the biggest Moon Knight fan, but I'll watch it. I mean, I'm excited to watch it. They talked a lot about WandaVision. Obviously, they showed a brand new trailer for WandaVision, which I wasn't expecting to see. They showed a new trailer for the upcoming Falcon and Winter Soldier show, which I'm very excited to see. They showed a lot of stuff from the upcoming Loki show, which I didn't really understand what was going on screen, but I loved watching it. So yeah, that was incredible. They showed some nice animation from the upcoming animated. They showed a nice trailer from the upcoming animated show What If, which kind of sees sort of key events from the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a new light. So like, what would have happened if Peggy Carter was Captain America instead of Chris Evans? And obviously she wasn't Captain America, she was Captain Britain, I think. And just she had this shield that kind of looked like Captain America's shield, but with the British flag on it, and it looks incredible. It kind of there was like I think a tease of what would have happened if Yondu's ship landed in Wakanda, and kind of sort of a Wakandan kid became Star-Lord instead of Peter Quill. That looked incredible. They showed a lot of the stuff from the Watchers, were a pretty huge focus in this trailer, obviously, because the Watchers are basically there whenever there's something happens in the What If comic line in the Marvel comics side. Obviously, the Collector was there for some reason. Didn't really know what role he has to play in it, but that looked incredible. What else? See, this is where I'm starting to kind of lose it. They talked a lot about all of the upcoming movies, which will be theatrically released according to them. Again, of course, if movie theaters are still going to be open by the time these things are going to come out, there's going to be, obviously, Black Widow is going to be theatrically released. The Eternals is going to be theatrically released. All the upcoming movies, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder. I think they also mentioned a lot of characters crossing over with between the movies and TV shows. Speaking of which, something that I forgot to mention, the Rangers of the New Republic show is going to eventually cross over with the Ahsoka Tano show. So maybe that's where I got the confusion. So it's not. So the Rangers of the New Republic is going to take place after Return of the Jedi, and Rogue Squadron is going to take place after the Rise of Skywalker, which is going to be our first look at how the universe looks like after the Rise of Skywalker, which should be very exciting, I hope. Going back to the Marvel stuff. Shoot, why can't I remember anything? I don't know, my brain is mush. I stayed up till 4 or 5 in the morning last night, just watching all this stuff and absorbing all this information into my brain, that now for some reason I can't talk about it too much. I can't pull it straight from the corners of my head too much. But oh shoot. Dang. Anyways, I think I talked enough about all this stuff. Oh yeah, yes. I remember. They announced a brand new show called Marvel's Secret Invasion. They're making a Secret Invasion show, which is going to heavily feature Nick Fury and Talos from the Captain Marvel movie. Obviously, there's going to be an okay, let's just try to focus here, okay? Let's not go in too many different directions. Secret Invasion, one of the most massive Marvel crossover events in television, in TV show form, which, thinking back, it makes sense that that's what the direction they were going to do. I mean, you can't kind of make it a movie because it's too big, it has too many moving parts in it. So making it into a TV show works, especially if you're going to connect it with the movies, with the movie universe. And who knows, now everybody could be a Skrull or a Kree or who knows, whatever. Who knows what direction they're going to go with this show. They announced a new Armor Wars show with Rhodey being the central character. They're giving Rhodey a new show. War Machine, for those of you guys who don't know. Again, Armor Wars is another one of those Marvel comic storylines that you just can't do it in a movie. It has to be a long form storytelling. They didn't talk too much about the upcoming Spider-Man 3, but I mean, it makes sense because it's not really a Marvel movie, it's a Sony movie in association with Marvel. So I'm not surprised they didn't really talk too much about the Spider-Man movie. All I can remember that they talked about was that the upcoming Spider-Man movie is going to sort of be connected to the upcoming Doctor Strange movie, which is something I'm very excited about. You know, the Ditko boys. Both characters were created by Steve Ditko, so that's very exciting to me. What else? I'm just dripping stuff from my brain right now. They announced a brand new something that I was very excited about. Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special. They're making a holiday special for the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yep, you heard it right. Also, they've announced a brand new series of shorts called I Am Groot, which is going to focus heavily on Baby Groot and his shenanigans on the Guardians of the Galaxy ship. What else? And obviously they talked about their upcoming Blade movie with Mahershala Ali. Very excited to see which direction they're going to take that, but they didn't really say too much, so there really wasn't anything to go on. Hold on. Well, as a kind of a way to finish off, first of all, they showed trailers for everything that they had trailers to show, because for some of the other stuff, they didn't have trailers for everyone to see. They only had sizzle reels for the investors to see. So a lot of stuff just wasn't released to the public, is what I was able to gather from that. But yeah, a lot of this stuff was. But the Marvel stuff, every time they had a trailer to show, everyone got to see it, which is what Marvel loves to do. And obviously, like I was going to say, they kind of finished it off by saying that they're bringing in Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four are going to have their own movie directed by John Watts, the director of the first two, and I believe the third Spider-Man movie in the MCU, which is just great. Also, they talked a little bit about the upcoming Ant-Man and the Wasp sequel, which is going to be titled Ant-Man and the Wasp. Hold on, they had a very fun name for it. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, which is just super exciting, and it's going to have Kang the Conqueror. Can't remember the actor who's going to play him, but Kang the Conqueror is going to be, I believe, the main villain of the upcoming Ant-Man and the Wasp movie. And speaking of villains, Christian Bale as the main villain, Gore the God Butcherer or the God Slayer, I can't remember. Gore the God Slayer in Thor: Love and Thunder. Like I said, they had a ton of stuff to talk about, and I barely even scratched the surface of all the stuff that they talked about. So, how long have I been recording? Wow, 43 minutes. This is crazy. Remember when I said I wanted these episodes to be shorter? Well, good luck with that. Anyways, so yeah, this has been a huge, monumental episode. Obviously, I was there. I was watching the whole thing. I was reacting to the whole thing. I recorded myself reacting to it. But I don't even know if I can do a full reaction video on those things, because, well, I do have my reactions to the whole thing recorded. I just don't know if I can get the footage to be there in the reaction video. I'll try, and maybe I'll get flagged by YouTube, but I don't care, because at least I'll know that I've tried. All right, at least I tried to make this a full reaction video. But I did see other YouTube channels kind of reacting to the whole thing in live format. They had the whole thing in a live stream, and nothing happened to them. At least not that I can, at least not that I'm aware of. So I guess it's gonna be fine to just do reaction videos to all that. So yeah, Disney, ladies and gentlemen, Disney is going to rule the world one day. Anyways, so yeah, thank you for listening to this incredibly long and very messy video of just me geeking out about all these different stuff from Disney and especially the Marvel stuff, the Star Wars stuff, the animation stuff, the Pixar stuff, all this kind of stuff. I really had a blast watching all this stuff last night, and it was kind of worth it to stay up all the way till like 4 or 5 in the morning and waking up at this hour today after all of that. So well, like I said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. And first of all, there's something else I need to talk about. This was just the Disney stuff. Tomorrow we've got other plans, because tomorrow is Schmodown Spectacular, the big kind of end of the year event for the Schmodown and me and my friends from the Get Sweaty show, the show that I do every week on Sunday, 2 p.m. PT, which is I guess kind of midnight around my area. Yeah, it's a show that we the 5 of us do. We get together every week and talk about all of our favorite things, all the things we like, and we're going to do or at least we're trying to do it. We're going to do a live watch along of the Schmodown Spectacular, which could end up being 6 hours long. I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle it, but yeah, Schmodown Spectacular. That's something to talk about. So yeah, that'll probably overtake most of tomorrow's episode. So okay, here's me signing off on this incredibly long and exhausting video. So, which I didn't really do a lot of Pokemon stuff on. Mostly I just caught a lot of whoopers, as you'll see. So yeah, here we go. A lot of whoopers have been caught, and I can't even talk about them for some reason. I don't know, maybe I need to restart the phone or something, which is something I'm going to do immediately after this episode. So thank you for keeping up with me and my craziness, and I will see you guys tomorrow to talk maybe about the Mandalorian episode, which I still haven't seen yet at the moment. But also I'm going to talk about Schmodown stuff tomorrow, in preparation for the Schmodown Spectacular, which will take place tomorrow. And well, I gotta close out this episode before it's going to be an hour long. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Disney!
Hello again, everybody! I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.